Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Samantha Nicole with Mindful Mama Holistic Wellness, and today I wanted to talk about energy. Energy as it relates to this week, this month, the astrological year, all of it. I'm going to talk about this Moonology Diary 2021 by Yasmin Boland and how I use these energies to put it into my planner for the week and the month and really just get me aligned with the energy of what's happening. As above, so below. And this Moonology Diary really helps us talk about what's happening in the planets and the energies that we may be feeling, and when the new moons are coming, the full moons, and I write it all down into my planner and then align the rest of my work according to this. So let's dive in and talk about it. So the first thing I want to go over is, of course, April, as we are in this new month of April and this new week. April and this new moon coming in Aries, and Aries is actually the first sign in the astrological chart. So a lot of astrologers will say that this month and this year is actually the new astrological year. So if you have fallen off of the bandwagon, now is the time to recommit to your goals and really start again. So let's dive into what the energy says for this month of April. So again, the new moon is in Aries, which is the first sign in the zodiac. And the first half of April, they're saying, is going to be a tough month. There is a Mars and Neptune clash that happens on April 9th, which is going to bring a lot of anger and confusion. So knowing this, right, I'll go ahead and put it into my planner. Mars-Neptune clash on the 9th, anger and confusion. So knowing this ahead of time, if something happens, I'm less likely to react with emotion and more likely to respond knowing that, hey, I've prepared for this in a way, right? So they're saying if you are overwhelmed by these emotions of anger and confusion, meditate. And if it's hard for you to sit in silence and breathe, which is essentially what meditation is, put on some light music, some calming, beautiful music. You can go outside in nature, anything that will bring you that harmony and balance, and give you that serene kind of protection that you're needing during this time. Now on April 12th, Venus and Pluto are going to clash, and Venus has everything to do with love and money. So there may be some struggles with love and money, and it talks about women in particular, saying that this is going to be especially a tough time for us to be a female. And then as I moved into the new moon, because you can flip through this diary and go to every, new moon, and it will talk a little bit more. So it actually talks about women fighting for their rights, standing up to patriarchy, embracing our goddess consciousness. So, this restart, this new moon in Aries, and being able to tap in, when you can tap into these new moon energies, especially doing like a simple ritual or ceremony, welcoming in this new and kind of restarting. If you do that once a month, same with the full moon, right? We have the new moon, the full moon, and then this month especially, there's going to be a super full moon, and I think it's in Scorpio if I'm not mistaken. Let's flip through. Yes, super full moon in Scorpio. So it says for that, that's going to happen at the end of the month, April 26th, April 27th. It'll tell you the energies. So what I'll do is I'll take my highlighter and I will highlight this coming up. So the key energies for this moon are volatile, passionate, deep, and communicative. And then I'll just put April 26th is our time. And then it just gives us, a little bit about what this lunation means for us. So if we flip back here, then you can, you know, outline your week. And usually in this one, I don't like write out my week as I would in here, but I will write out how I'm feeling. So that way I can kind of flip back and say, oh, every time, you know, it's Gemini, like I'm feeling sad or whatever it is, I have a pattern, you know, to consistently look back on. And for me, that actually started in September of 2018 when I started taking CBD oil and really started to watch my body and my mind and like me come together. Really, as I was putting this good in, I was getting good out. And I saw that from everything from like my periods and being able to track my moods and watching my body and my life transform because of the good I was putting in. So energy is the same thing. So what I'll do is go into this week and then write out on April 9th about this clash coming up, this anger and confusion, right? And then I'll flip ahead to the next week and then, you know, write on this love and abundance, you know, for April 12th coming into that Venus-Pluto clash. So for me, being able to see what's happening ahead of time, right? We're not predicting the future at all, but we can see, okay, these planets mean this and they're here. And this is where I'm at with my sign, you know, so it'll tell you what your rising sign is, and then you can go and look that up and see what house that's in for you. So for example, let's do this new moon that's coming up. So I am a rising Scorpio. So this lunation is hitting my 6th house for the new moon. So then I'll just go and flip back to new moon through the houses and the 6th house. And it'll say, and this is for me for the new moon in Aries on the 9th. On the 11th. In one way, this is a dull and tedious house because it's part of your chart that's all about your daily routines. Not exactly riveting. However, this is also part of your chart where you get a chance to tweak your schedules and routines so that at the very least, your daily life runs in a way that pleases you. If minor changes are needed in these areas, this is a great month to put them in place. Okay, so knowing that, I can kind of let go of the strict mentality that I have of doing everything the way that I've been doing it. And much like a lot of other people, we stay in our comfort zones because we feel that it keeps us safe, because we know it. It's familiar to us. So if we don't rock the boat, we can stay here. And even though here may not be comfortable, it's safe in our minds because it's familiar. So at the end of the day, we're mammals and this is energy, and this is how I have been putting in more opportunities and ways to advance myself or work with other people or actually set up a schedule with my business where I'm doing these things with the energy. So for example, on a full moon where the energy is in this, waning, kind of chill, slow down, I don't want to go and start a workshop or launch a new program when I know that that energy is going to be ruminating within me and I'm going to feel the need to relax. I'm just going to say, oh, forget that, and then wonder why I can't stick to anything that I say, right? So it really makes a lot of sense once you start to dive into not only your birth chart, but then start to understand what all of these planets mean. And every month, as we are cyclical beings. This is not linear. We don't live a linear life. If we want to go up, we must go around, just like the full moon cycles around every month. We are, as women, as well, because men and women are on different circadian rhythms, we are cycling around. So if I can take the energy from this and put it into my daily routines, which now I know might get a little shake up personally for me this month, being a Virgo and rising Scorpio, this may help you as well. So if you want some more information on this or want to dive deep into your birth chart, I am in no means like an astrologer, but but I do have a very foundational understanding of this and how to apply it into your personal and business life. So if you want some more information, would love to chat with you. You can message me at mindfulmamaxo@gmail.com, or you can find me on Facebook and Instagram, Samantha XO Nicole. That's NICHOLE. And then I'm on Mindful Mama Holistic Wellness. And thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.